guys, it's Stacy, and I just had a little tip for moms today. Being a stay-at-home mom, a lot of people think, oh, you have all the time in the world and you can do this and that and everything. And so as an outsider, you may think that we have all this time. But if you are actually a stay-at-home mom, you are sometimes find it hard to find time to do things for yourself. So for me, when I first started being a stay-at-home mom, I actually made lists for myself to do each day. So like Mondays I would dust, Tuesdays I would vacuum, Wednesdays I would do the toilets, whatever the case may be. So I made a schedule for myself to follow so that every day I was getting something accomplished that needed to be done. And then I also scheduled in time for my workouts. So depending on what time it works for you, you really need to take the time and schedule time in, because it's not going to happen. If you say, oh, I'll get to it, you won't ever get to it. Trust me, you won't. But if you actually schedule time and say, okay, at 1 o'clock today, I'm doing my workout. Now, for me, I liked to do my workout when my kids were napping. That was my go-to time. And as they've gotten older, I actually can now do it when they're awake, and I set up little stations for them to keep them busy. But you have to really take time and figure out when is going to be best for you. And every person out there can make time. Because if you think about it, if your friend called you and wanted you to go do something, you'd make the time, right? So if there's something that you really want to do, you'll find time for it. So the saying is, you're either interested or committed, and the difference between the two is how passionate you are about it. So if you really want to make a change and you want to see that rocking body and you want to be healthy, then you will be determined to make that change. So, you know, and this goes for moms that work too. I mean, you work all day long, you come home, you have to make dinner, you have to get the kids ready for bed, you have to do this, you have to do that. Yeah, it is a lot of work. I used to work 12-hour days when I first had Natalie, so I know what it's like. But you really just have to find the time. And for some people, it's first thing in the morning. You got to wake yourself up before the kids get up, before your husband gets up, and do it then. Or is it late at night? You know, for the working moms who are out of the house, those are your two options. You're either working out first thing in the morning or late in the afternoon. And for me, I always liked the first thing in the morning, because I knew that if I didn't get the first thing in the morning done, then I still had a second chance to get it done that night. But if you wait until the end of the night and something comes up, then you don't have that second chance. So my whole tip today is, after I've rambled, is that you really have to schedule time for you. Say, okay, at this time, I'm doing my workout. And, you know, work with your husband or whomever you have. If you don't have anyone, then, you know, talk to your kids and say, you know, this is what time mommy's doing this, and maybe come up with a fun idea for them. Maybe they get movies, you know, put a movie in, give them some popcorn, and you go do your workout somewhere else in the house. But you really have to schedule it. So I hope this was helpful, and I'm not trying to tell you guys that you don't have busy schedules, because everyone does, but you can find time if you really want to. So you just have to schedule it. All right, guys, talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.